Hey guys, welcome to YOGATX. I'm Jen Hilman, and today's video is geared towards those of you that are looking for a total body workout. We are focusing on full body flexibility today. So yoga is a really powerful tool to help you build strength and flexibility simultaneously. It's really kind of impossible to separate the two. So we're going to definitely be building into some strength in your muscles, but these postures are really geared towards helping to lengthen those muscle fibers, help you improve your flexibility and your range of motion. So we're going to stretch a lot. We're going to take our time, do some deep breathing, and move into these postures together. So we're going to start standing on our mat, and I hope you will go ahead and like this video so you can add it to your favorites and practice along with me as you get stronger and more flexible over time. Would love to share with you again and again. So let's get started standing on the top of your mat and get that total body flexibility. So to begin, we'll start standing. Bring your feet parallel and root your feet down into your mat so you really feel that deep connection to the earth. Draw energy up through your legs and up through your waist so you grow taller and taller with each breath. Spread your collarbones wide as your shoulder blades melt down your back and lift up through the crown of your head so you feel yourself standing taller than ever. As you breathe in, stretch your arms up overhead so you reach your fingertips up towards the sky. Then exhale and fold your body down. Come all the way forward over your legs, and you can bend your knees as much as you need. You can shift your weight side to side. Find any little movement that feels good in your body here. We're really just starting to warm up and loosen up. Working on that flexibility today. We're going to take it nice and easy to begin. And I find that a forward fold is usually a really nice place to start, just by opening up the backs of your legs, the back of your hips, and your whole spine. It's a wonderful way to start to release tension along your entire back body. So forward folding is a super beneficial thing to practice. So anytime you're feeling tight and stressed, just fold on down and don't worry who's looking. So after a few breaths here in your forward fold, take an inhale and lift your spine halfway up. Stretch your spine nice and long with your chest coming forward. Then go ahead and give a deep, generous bend in your knees. So your fingertips are able to still come to brush along the floor. Keep that deep bend in your knees as you bring your hands up onto your thighs. Press down into your legs to curl your chest up, but make sure you're not sinking into your shoulders here. You really want to lift up out of your spine, out of your waist. So you're going to get a big curve in your spine. Keep that sensation here as you start to extend your arms up overhead. Try and bring your biceps alongside your ears. Stretch your thumbs back behind you. Lift your belly up and in. Take one more inhale as you grow tall. Then exhale and fold your body all the way forward again, coming right back to that forward fold. Then plant your hands down on your mat and step your feet back to your plank pose. So lift your belly up and in and press the floor away. Firm up the strength of your legs so that your entire body is present and active in this pose. Take an inhale to open your chest and reach your heart through. As you exhale, slowly lower your body all the way to the floor. Try and keep your elbows hugging in close by your rib cage. Bring the tops of your feet down. Roll your shoulder bones up. And then as you inhale, peel your chest up away from the floor. Coming into a little baby cobra pose. So your elbows are still bent here, really just working the strength of your upper back. And as you exhale, tuck your toes, press back, lift your hips. We're coming to our first downward facing dog for today's practice. If you're still feeling a little tight as we're just getting started, you can pedal your feet right and left a few times. This can help you to ease into that flexibility, taking your time and being gentle with yourself. So we can work together to slowly start to open up the backs of your legs, and finally coming to rest in your downward facing dog. Then extend your right leg up and back behind you. Really make that leg as straight and strong as possible. Then draw your knee forward, shift your weight forward, and step your foot down between your hands. Go ahead and lower your back knee straight down to the floor, but hug your inner thighs together so you really feel that energizing movement, moving your legs in towards your pelvis. Then extend your arms up alongside your ears. Lift up through your waist, hug your legs together, and extend up through your fingertips. Then interlace your hands at the base of your spine. Squeeze the palms of your hands together. Then stretch your hands back away from your hips, and you'll feel your shoulder blades squeeze together on your spine. Curl your heart up towards the ceiling. Lift your gaze and open through your throat. Slowly come back to center. Release your hands back down to the floor. Then shift your hips back and extend through your front knee, coming into a half split. So draw back on your hips and lengthen your spine forward. So for a lot of people, sometimes the tendency is to want to lower those hips all the way down. You can kind of lose some of the stretch in your hamstring there. So I really encourage you to keep lifted. Think about your right sitting bone back there. Push it back towards the wall behind you and lengthen your spine from there. This is really going to increase the amount of stretch that you're getting in the back of your legs. This is going to help improve that flexibility you're looking for. Now we're going to stretch the IT band from here simply by extending your right arm up towards the sky. So you get a little twist in your spine, and you're going to feel a big stretch along that outer band of tissue from your outer hip to the outside of your knee. So that's the IT band, and for those of you with sciatic problems, this is a really important muscle group to stretch to help relieve sciatic pain. And then slowly come back to center. And we're going to move back towards that lunge. So plant your foot down and shift your weight forward. Go ahead and lift your back leg, and you're going to spin your left foot flat down to the floor. But you'll notice you want those toes pointing forward at about a 45-degree angle. Try and keep that back leg super straight as you lunge forward in the front leg. Inhale and rise up to warrior one position. The stretch is going to give you a big opening in the back of your calf muscles at the back of your legs. So really stretch that heel down to the floor. Lunge forward as much as you can in that front knee. And then we're trying to square the hips around towards the front as best you can. Extend your arms up from here. And then we're going to interlace your hands at the base of your spine again. Bring your hands down Squeeze the palms of your hands together. Stretch your fists away from your hips, so you squeeze your shoulder blades towards your midline. Inhale as you curl your heart up towards the ceiling. Get your best little back bend here. Then start to fold your body forward, bringing your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. Then, if you can, let your arms come up and back behind you, giving you a nice big stretch in the shoulders and upper back. Breathe your breath here, stay present. Then we'll slowly rise, coming all the way back up. Release your hands up to the sky. And as you exhale, plant your hands back down on your mat. Spin your left heel to the sky. Glide your right foot up and back behind you, coming back to your tripod down dog. And this time, stack your right hip open on top of your left hip. So you're getting a little twist in your spine. You can even bend your right knee, dropping that heel in towards your hip, so you start to get a stretch across the front of your quads here. So we've done a lot to stretch out the backs of your legs. Here's a moment to stretch out the front of those thighs. Then slowly and mindfully make your way back to center. Release your right foot down. We're coming right back to that downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in here. And a nice deep breath out. Then we'll move on to the other side. Extend your left leg up and back. Get a big stretch. Reach those toes as high as you can. Then draw your knee in towards your chest. Shift your weight forward over your hands and see if you can get that foot down all the way at the front of your mat. Then lower your right knee down to the floor. We're coming into that lunge. Sink your hips towards the earth as you simultaneously hug your inner thighs towards one another. Keep that stability in your legs as you inhale and rise up, extending your arms up overhead. So really feel that strength in your legs, all the way up in your pelvis, giving you the freedom to fly in your upper body. Then interlace your hands behind your back. This time change your grip, so you bring the opposite thumb and forefinger on top. It might feel a little awkward, but we try and balance that out. Squeeze your hands together and stretch your hands away from your hips. Roll your shoulder blades together as you curl your heart up towards the sky. Keep the activation in your legs as you peel your chest open. Then we slowly return back to center. Release your hands down to the floor and shift your hips back. Remember what I said. Try and keep your hips lifted and imagine and bring your awareness to that left sitting bone back there. Draw that sitting bone back towards the wall behind you as you stretch your heart forward. So you get a nice long spine, and it's going to maximize the stretch that you can get in this left hamstring. Breathe your breath to help you release tension and stay present in your practice. Then we'll start to work into the IT band by extending your left arm up towards the sky. Breathe into the twist. Breathe into that outer band of tissue. It can be a lot of sensation if you're very tight. So try to stay calm and present. Your breath will help you as you slowly start to lengthen out those muscle fibers. Then gently release your left hand down. Shift your weight forward into your lunge again. And now we're going to prepare for warrior one position. Lift your right knee up and plant your foot down on the ground, pointing your toes at a 45-degree angle. You're going to feel that stretch in the back of your calf on the right leg as you lunge your left knee forward as best you can. Then inhale as you rise. Extend those biceps alongside your ears so you get a big stretch in your chest and shoulders. Lift up through your waist and draw your belly up and in. And again, we're going to interlace your hands at the base of your spine. Bring that opposite thumb and forefinger on top so it's like that awkward grip. Squeeze your hands together. Peel your chest open. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, fold your body forward, bringing your left shoulder inside your left knee. Bring your arms up and back behind you as best you can. Stretching your shoulders, your hamstring, your hips, your spine. There's a lot going on here. So breathe your breath and stay present in your practice. Then we slowly come back all the way up. Take it nice and easy. Release your hands back up to the sky and back down to the floor. Spin your right heel up. Plant your hands down. Glide your left foot up and back, extending your toes up as high as you can. And now we twist. Stack your left hip on top of your right hip. And then you can even bend that left knee so you start to stretch in the front of your left quad. Take some deep breaths here. Press evenly through both of your hands so you distribute your weight between your two hands and your one foot. Then slowly, slowly come back around and release that left foot down to the floor. Take another cycle of breath in and out, pressing into your down dog. Then start to walk your feet forward up to the top of your mat. You're making your way back to a forward fold, one step at a time. Let your upper body relax and release the weight of your head and shoulders as you fold over your legs. Then we'll move into that chair pose one more time. Inhale as you lift and lengthen your spine, hugging your belly in and reaching your chest forward. Bend your knees generously so you have a nice deep seat. Bring your hands up onto your thighs and press your elbows straight so you lift up through your chest. Feel your upper back curling open. Keep lifting your belly in, drawing your sitting bones back, then slowly start to extend those arms again up alongside your ears. You're going to feel your upper back working like crazy. Just go for it. Don't be afraid. Say yes to your heart opening. Then let's go ahead and stand all the way up. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Take a deep breath in and out. We're going to prepare to move through another cycle, starting to work a little bit deeper into the hips and the chest, and stretching out all of those muscle groups in your whole body. You ready? On your next inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale as you fold your body down. Inhale to lift your spine halfway up. Stretch your chest forward. Lift your belly in. We're not going to do chair pose this time. You can just exhale and fold it down. Plant your hands on your mat and step back to your plank pose. You can always lower your knees straight down if that helps you feel strong and stable. And slowly over time, as you build up your strength and stamina, you can keep those knees lifted. Let's inhale to open your chest. Exhale to slowly lower down. Hug your arms in close. Go as slow as you can. Then untuck your toes. Now this time, we're going to do a special cobra pose. Go ahead and step your hands off the edges of your mat, but still in line with your chest. Then come up just onto your fingertips. So you're on your finger pads, your arms are a little bit wide. Roll your shoulder bones up to the sky so you feel your shoulder blades squeeze together. Then inhale and peel your chest up. Now if you can, see if you can get a sense of dragging your chest forward so you get a big stretch in your upper back. We're going to move a little bit deeper. Tiptoe your fingertips back just a little bit, and then again, roll your shoulder bones back, peel your chest up a little bit higher. See if you can drag your chest forward. Then we'll go one more time. Tiptoe your fingers back, roll your shoulder bones back, peel your chest up a little bit higher, and drag your chest forward. Take your biggest back bend here. Then release your chest all the way down to the floor. Bring your hands back onto your mat. Tuck your toes underneath you. And we're going to come back to that downward facing dog. Lift your hips up high. Stretch your spine. Press your hands down into the floor, extending your whole back. Then inhale, lifting your right leg up and back behind you. Big stretch as you reach those toes up. Draw your knee into your chest. Shift your weight forward and see if you can get that foot all the way down to the floor. Right? We're coming back to that lunge. Now this time, lower your left knee to the floor and then rotate your leg 90 degrees. So your back shin is parallel to the short edge of your mat. Walk your hands all the way to the back edge of your mat. Straighten your front leg and sweep your right arm up and over, taking a big side body stretch. We call this gate pose. So stretch your body wide like a gate sweeping wide open. And then we're coming back around. Walk your hands back to the front of your mat. Spin your knee back to its original place. Lift your knee up and then turn your back foot flat to the floor. So we're going to open up and rise to Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana, warrior pose. So you want your back leg to be super straight and strong, and your front leg to be bent, going deep into your lunge. Flip your right palm to the sky. Inhale to reach up and back, stretching your side body open. Then slowly come back to center. Straighten your front leg. We're moving to triangle pose. So both legs are nice and straight. Glide your right fingertips as far forward as you can. Really reach. So it's almost like your waist would come parallel to the floor. So really go for it. Stretch. And then release your right fingertips down and your left arm up to the sky. Little triangle pose here. Draw back on your right hip so you get a big stretch in that inner right thigh. Improving your flexibility with each breath. Take one more full cycle here, breathing in and out. And come back through center. You can go ahead and turn your toes in to that 45-degree angle like when we were in Warrior One. You're going to keep your front knee straight and take a twist as you extend your right arm up to the sky. This is a revolved triangle pose. And again, we're tapping into that IT band. There's a lot of tension and tightness for people, so we want to improve our flexibility here. Take one more cycle of breath. Be patient. Be persistent. And gently release your right hand down. Spin your left heel to the sky. Plant your hands down and let's go ahead and extend that leg right back up to the sky. Stretch it up. And then release that right leg down. We've got one more side, one more little sequence. So inhale and lift your left leg up. Stretch it up. And as you exhale, draw your knee forward, in towards your chest. Shift your weight over your hands and see if you can get that left foot all the way forward. Go ahead and lower your back knee, and then we're going to rotate. Rotating that knee so it's parallel to the short edge of your mat. Walk your hands all the way to the back edge of your mat. Straighten your front knee as you sweep your left arm up and over, stretching your whole side body all the way from your left fingertips to your left toe tips. Take one more moment here, a nice big full side body stretch. And then walk your way back around to the front. All right, so spin your right leg back to its place. You can go ahead and lift your right knee and then spin your right heel flat to the floor. Inhale as you rise, coming up to your Warrior Two position. So remember, you really want that back leg to be strong and stable. And that front knee is bending deep, really going into that deep, deep lunge on that left leg. Flip your left palm to the sky. Inhale as you reach up and back, reversing your posture. Stretch your left side body open. And then slowly make your way back to your Warrior Two. Now you can straighten that front leg. What a relief, huh? We're coming to triangle pose. So glide your left fingertips forward as far forward as you can. Really, really reach your maximum stretch. Once you find that edge, you can bring your left fingertips down and your right fingertips to the sky. Breathe here as you stretch into your hips. I'm even feeling some stretch in my low back. So wherever you're feeling the sensation of stretching and lengthening, breathe your breath into that place. Each inhale and exhale allows you to release a little bit more tension, taking you ever deeper into your posture. Last pose in this sequence, we're going to revolve this triangle. So bring your right fingertips down, Square your hips towards the floor, and you can go ahead and spin those right toes to that 45-degree angle again. Plant your right hand down and slowly start to extend your left fingertips to the sky. Breathe here as you stretch into that IT band. Try not to run away from the pose or run away from the experience of this stretch. But just notice, okay, this is an area that's tight. This is an area that needs my attention. And here's your moment to give it some attention. Take one more cycle of breath, loving your body, loving your practice, and gently release your left fingertips down. Plant your hands to the floor, spin your right heel to the sky. Your left foot up and back behind you. And take one more moment in this tripod down dog. Then release your left foot to the floor. Take a moment to enjoy both feet on the ground, both hands on the ground, feeling so connected to the earth. Then lower your knees all the way to the ground. Sink your hips back towards your heels and let your forehead come all the way down to the floor. You can even roll your forehead right and left, giving yourself a little massage across your forehead, releasing any tension that you naturally can start to carry between your brow when you're feeling stressed. This is a perfect way to just give yourself a little massage and encourage that sense of relaxation. And when you're ready, you can make your way back to center. Slowly walk your hands back towards your knees and press yourself all the way up. You're going to go ahead and sink your hips over to one side. So you can swing your legs around in front of you. Then go ahead and make your way all the way onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together and your knees open wide. And this is a wonderful place to take some time to breathe and rest. As you close your eyes, you can tune in to the feeling of gravity as it gently pulls your knees ever closer towards the earth. So you feel a subtle, continuous stretch through your inner thighs and hips. Let your breathing start to slow down, and let your thoughts start to slow down. You can stay here and rest in this position for as long as you like. And if your body is ready, you can start to extend your feet down to the end of your mat. Coming to a complete Savasana, the resting corpse pose. Savasana is an important part of your practice. It's the time when your body integrates all the work that you've just done. And this is your most valuable moment when you can truly and deeply relax. We can all get so carried away in our lives with so many things to do, the to-do list that's never ending. It's easy to pass up opportunities to relax. But it is in the process of allowing yourself to truly relax that we can rejuvenate ourselves, we can restore our energy, we can come back to a place of connectedness to ourselves and to the infinite source of energy and power. And with just a few minutes of relaxation, you can come back to your life ready to face whatever challenges come your way. So I encourage you to stay here and rest for as long as you can. And as you feel ready to come out of your meditation, extend your arms up overhead, taking a nice long full body stretch. And then roll yourself over to one side, coming to a relaxed and comfortable fetal position. And then you can use your top hand to press you up, coming to a seated position. So just allow yourself to stay with this internal focus, maintaining that sense of awareness and presence with your body and how you feel in this moment. And I would just like to say thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to guide you through this practice. I do hope that you will practice along with this video again. The more often you practice, the more quickly you're going to see an improvement in your flexibility and your strength. So keep up the good work, stick with the practice. It's really going to serve you in the long run. And if you haven't subscribed to the YOGATX channel, you gotta do it. There's tons of new videos coming out every week. Every Tuesday and every Thursday, we're putting out new videos for you to practice. You can also visit our website, yogatx.org. There's some awesome full-length 1-hour practices you can download right onto your computer. So check that out. And you can also visit my website, jenhilman.com, and find out my workshop and retreat schedule and find out when you can come and practice with me in person. I would love to see you live and help personally guide you through your practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. Leave your comments and your feedback below, like and share this video, and we will see you next time. Namaste.